I'm in Thompson House in Lisburn today, visiting volunteers and seeing the work that they've done throughout the COVID period in the gardens and outside. They've been instrumental in planting, in refurbishing the seating and the planters outside, and the work they've done is absolutely incredible. Volunteers in South Eastern Trust have played an important part for a long time within the Trust. We value them greatly, and right through COVID, many of them, while they've had to stay away from the work they've done, others have had the opportunity to come and work and still work right through and serve alongside our staff and do their best for patients. And that's what's been happening here at Thompson House.
When I decided to volunteer, they suggested a number of hospitals, but one that they said hadn't a volunteer was Thompson House. Now, I hadn't heard of Thompson House Hospital, but it's right close to where I live, so I was delighted to be able to come and volunteer here and help both the staff and the patients as best I could. Well, whenever COVID came along and we weren't allowed into the hospital building, we had to find something to do, and we saw the raised bed was in very poor condition, lots of weeds and rocks and stones in it. So it was a good idea to clear it out and to create a nice space where patients in the warmer weather could come and sit. And indeed we hope next summer they'll be able to plant some of their own flowers and vegetables and have the pleasure of doing that. Around the edges of this raised bed there will be empty space purely for the patients to plant, and also you've seen the raised table in the corner where those without peripheral vision will be able to sit in their wheelchair and plant whatever they want in pots and trays, which ultimately then will be put into the main bed. And of course in the middle of the bed is the memory tree, and it is in memory of all those who sadly have lost their life here in Thompson House Hospital, and it's a place where families can come and remember their loved ones. Certainly at the end of the summer, when lots of them came out to look at the bed, the pleasure they got and the smiles and cheers on their faces was terrific, in that it was something new, something different, rather than just sitting in a ward or in a room on their own. They had something of interest to stimulate their minds.